This is Mark Farrar with Not Square Design, and doing a little quick video for clients of mine that we share a OneNote file to do their programs and projects, and share information back and forth, and a lot of times they don't know how to use it. So I'm using the desktop version. If you have Office 365, yours can be set up to look like this. If not, it'll look slightly different in the web version. I do apologize for the differences, but I think that in general, things will work primarily the same. So I'm using my own little program here, or project, as an example. And what I want to do is, I've got tabs up here for information and this would be a link, and so you can see it's got a link right in it. You know, there's notes and stuff. You can add pages, and I'm going to show how to do that when using my stuff. I do prefer that you don't delete any of the information that I put in there, but you can certainly add. So there's a couple ways to do that. One is if we were to come in and hit a new section, that would be the same as hitting this yellow plus button up here at the top. And I just want to take a minute to turn on my cursor highlighter. So this is the plus, which is the same, so I can hit this and then I can type in whatever I want for a title. Now let's say that I do have a title in here, but I didn't like it. We'll just double click on it, or right click and rename, and then we can put new tab or video. And then inside of a new tab, there's other things you can do. So over here on the left, which yours won't be on the left, or it'll just look different because the desktop version is quite a bit cleaner. But you can right click, and then there's new section, which is what we just did, but there's also called a new section group. Now, new sections, you can arrange them. If you look at these, they're not in alphabetical order. If you add new section groups, they will be in alphabetical order. So you can see here's one that just added. It came up here, and all that is think of it as this is the file cabinet, this is a drawer, this is a manila folder, and inside the manila folder are the sheets over here on the right, the sheets of paper. And in the sheets of paper, we could have some that are stapled together, and so we'll go through that. So kind of think of it that way. That's how I see it. Drawer, file cabinet, drawer, manila, the big folders that are in each drawer. Now, this group, I can try and move it, but it doesn't move. So any of these are outside of it. Now, if I wanted to, I can take Site and I can put it in it, and I can organize stuff by putting it in there. Now these two are in there, and I can close it up and expand it. So if I have a new section group, and then let's just say that for some reason I want to put another one, and when I put another one and I call it the top drawer and enter, it dropped below, and I can't move those. These do go in alphabetical order. Actually, I just moved that into this, so you can put these really deep. I'm going to move it back to the outside. Now that moved it out. So now that I've got a top drawer, I can just click on, once I'm in that top drawer, there's nothing in it, so I can click on a new folder, new section, and I can put web, or let's go with appliances. And so if I have appliances, and then I can do kitchen, or we could even, let's just do, let's rename this. And I'm not going to do appliances, but I'm going to just do components. And that's a little more generic, because then we can do plumbing, we can do lighting, all sorts of stuff. It wouldn't just be appliances. So you could make over here, I can have kitchen, then I can add a page, and in that added page I can put appliances. So you can think of just organize it as you wish, and I may come through and reorganize it, but you can just add information. So now I've slid that over, and you can slide over up to 2 times. It'll only go 2 deep. So once you start to slide them over, I can have appliances, then I can have plumbing, and so both of those are in kitchen. And so then I could have master bath, for instance. And so when I have master bath, now I can shrink this one up and it disappears, and then bring it back down. So what's neat about doing this is that now that I have appliances, I'm going to open up or bring over. I'm just going to use Edge for the heck of it. Any browser works fine. And we're just going to go to GE official. And I always like to use official website. And it just helps me get to the right place. And so let's search it. And then I can go to GE's official website. Now, once I'm here and I'm looking at, oh, I didn't go to appliances. So let's just back up and let's get ourselves to Lowe's. How's that? So I'm just showing you how to add, and you can do this with anything. So one of the cool things you can do is you can use the snipping tool. So if I were to go into new, click new on snipping, and then I take a picture of this, or if I wanted to include, I could include the Lowe's that was up there, I could include the price, but this gives me the information. And what that did is it just opened up on my other screen. So now I can Control C. Now I'm going to switch back over, and here I'm going to put Control V. And then you can just click on this and you can change its size. And if it gets small to where I feel like I can't read it and I wanted to see that model number right there, when I click in it, I can actually expand it back out so I can read it. So don't worry too much about that. But one of the other things you could do is you could say, okay, I really like this particular fridge, and so I want him to find this one exactly. So if you highlight this and then Control C, and then I come back over to here, and sometimes when this is up at the top, it's kind of a pain, but if you hit the home button and then enter, it'll move you a space down. So now I can hit Control V, and that'll put in everything, including this link. Or if you want it to be neater, I hit Control Z, then I'll left click and I'll paste just the text. Now, oh, went to the bottom, sorry. Paste. And so I've got 2 locations, but don't worry too much about that. So if I come up here and I highlight this, now I can right click and I can hit link. And what it's going to do, open up on the other screen again, let me bring it over. Now it comes up and it's already blinking in this address field. So now if I come over, and you can do it either way, I don't care. I can come through and organize pretty easily. If you click in here just once, it'll highlight the whole thing. If you accidentally click twice, then triple click, and it'll usually highlight the whole thing again. So now I've got that. I hit Control C to copy it, or you can right click and choose copy. If you notice, the shortcut is Control C. So cut, copy, paste. And you'll see on your keyboard they're right next to each other, XCV. So Control X, Control C, Control V. So I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to go here and I can right click or Control V or paste. Hit OK and it turns into a link. So if I were to click on that, it will take me right to the website. So that's how you can put in images. Now, there's another pretty cool aspect of OneNote. Let's say that I want to get some text that's searchable. And so I've got this in here. What can I find that's good? Learn more about installation. Let's go with this. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so here's some text. So I'm going to go back to my snipping tool, and I'm going to hit New. I'm going to grab this text. And this is just to demonstrate text. What we're using for text is of no consequence. Now I'm going to Control C or right click, copy. Same thing. Now I'm going to go back to my OneNote. And if you come over far enough, it'll be outside of this chosen area. If you're too close, it'll be in that chosen window. So however you want to arrange it, you'll see how it works when you start. See how you can see how it highlighted the area. This would be part of this. Or if I put it over here, it's not part of it. So I'm going to show you both. So Control V. So there's part of it over here. Control V. That's not part of it. So when it's not part of it, I can actually move it on top of it if I want to. So that's just something you can do, just to show you how it works. So now, if I right click on something that has text in it, there's a feature, copy text from picture. I'm going to click that. Now if I come down here and make it blink, right click, and now I'm going to paste the text. This is that same text, but it's actually text. This is a picture. It's just a picture. This is searchable. Just so that you know that you can do that. Just a cool thing you can do. So that's just some quick basics on how to add stuff to this for anybody who needs to put stuff in OneNote for me. And that's it for now.